Hello everyone, welcome to my corner of the world, and today I need a card for a young fella, a 2-year-old. Our neighbour's child is about to celebrate their 2nd birthday, and I thought it was ideal. I could make a little card, and I'm not terribly good at cards for young people, so this gives me an opportunity to exercise it a little bit more. And I've decided to do a 5x7, and so here's my card base, 10 by 7 scored at 5, and I'm just gonna fold this in half, and I'm using a thick cardstock. This actually is 300, I think, GSM. So, and I can't tell you where I got it from because I lost the label on the top of the card, but it's a really nice cardstock. But any thicker cardstock will work for a card base. And obviously I'm going to go with blue. I know that this day and age, but you know, I'm a bit old-fashioned, so I thought I would use this lovely gingham paper to put a layer down. And so this is 5x7, so I'm going to cut this 4 and I think 4, so I cut it 4 1/4. I give myself 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to do 4 1/4, 4 3/4, sorry, by 6 3/4. Now, you don't need to worry about the measurements. What I will, oh, this is actually spot on, 6 3. Oh, that was good. I will put the measurements on my blog, and you can find my blog by looking. Oh, well, no, I didn't. I had it on 7 3/4. So for 6 3/4, that's what we wanted. Nelly. Yes, so if you look below the video in the description box, you'll see a link to my blog, and I will put all the measurements and everything there. Right, so we're going to stick this down onto our card base before we forget. What we're doing. I got some glasses, some reading glasses on, and they're not very helpful at the moment. I don't think they're the right strength. I have different strengths. Some I need like really strong ones when I do my embroidery. Others, like when I'm using my computer screen, I don't need so strong. My distance vision is 20/20. It's absolutely brilliant, but the close work, I think I might put a strip inside. Let's do that. That bit's not going to be big enough. So shall I do, I think I'll do, let's see what 5/8 looks like. Let's see what 3/8 looks like. Yeah, it'll just be right. So we're going to do 5/8. I got a thing about like 3/8 and 5/8. I think they're lovely measurements for a little bit of extra decoration. I can't tell you why. They just are. So I can pop that down there like that. So let's do that. Oop. Probably need to use my little dispenser for this size piece. I've got a little gobby piece there. Right, so let's get this down without getting my head in it. There we go. And now, fiddle-dee-dee, I've got some adhesive on my mat, and that I did not want. I need to be more careful. And so we're just going to trim that bit off. And I've got this pair of scissors, really old pair of scissors, that I keep if I need to cut something that's got glue on it. And then on my nice scissors are not going to get all yucked up. And I do need to clean these off. And I have a video about it. However, here in the UK, I can't get glue gun like I could in the States. So now the other thing I've got is I found this as a digital. Look at this. Isn't this just the cutest little thing? And he's got a balloon which would celebrate a birthday. And I think as he's 2, I think I can get away with something as cute as that. So we're going to layer it onto another piece. And I've got a piece of white card because I think it'll go to look a bit lost there. If I got a piece of white card underneath, I think it just give it a little bit more. I was looking to see if I had a card this blue, and I don't. So we're going to go with white. See how we do with that. Let's get you out of the way. Right. Now then, we're going to do, shall we do 1/4 inch bigger? Oops. Now I can see that I have some stuff in my cutting groove, and if I'm not careful that will give me a ragged cut. So just got this little thing on top of this as part of this, and it will just takes all the fibers, you know, it's just the fibers from the paper that collect. I'm going to pull this a bit closer to me so I can see what I'm seeing. So that is fractionally under 3.5. So if I make this, so if we say 3.5, we'll make that 3 3/3. You know, life's too short to deal with 1/16 of an inch. Well, today it is. Today it's a bit too thick. It's okay. I think that will look nice. I'll just give it a little bit more of a pop. Okay, and so let's see how many bigs we need. I don't want to trim this down anymore because it's got a lovely little border. So this is 5, so we'll make this 5 1/4. Now originally I was thinking about making a square card because I've got a bit of a thing about square cards at the moment, but this would not have looked right on a square card. I think I probably need to take the merest, tiniest piece off. Look, that's how big I've taken off. It wasn't quite even. That looks good. Right. Now, if you look real carefully, or you can feel it actually, you can feel that there's like a ridge there, and that's where, when you cut the paper, it just goes into the groove. But if you just use this, your bone folder, and smooth it out, it all goes away. And I'll do it on this because I don't remember if I did it before. I didn't worry about it on that big piece. So we can go ahead and put some adhesive on this. Oh, we've got some hints and tips here today about how to deal with your paper. And how to take the fibres out of your cutting tool. Well, put that back in. Do you like my dangle? one of these days I'll get to share. I made that myself, and I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled to bits, thrilled skinny with it. Oh, what do you think to that? I think that looks lovely, doesn't it? Now, I did think about putting a bit of a ribbon around it, but with that bow there, I think that's a bit much. I don't think I need that, so we won't bother with the ribbon. But what we will do is we will pop this up on some double-sided sticky pads, just to give it a bit more presence. And then, how long have we been going? Oh, 10 minutes, not bad. And that's included cutting some stuff. I still got to do my greeting, and then I can share with you. I can call it complete. Right, let's see, did I take all the bits off? Yeah, they're all shiny. Now then, I think that's about it. Now we need a greeting. Oh, and we need something inside. I tell you what I did. I found this teddy bear, and he's got a cupcake, which I thought was fantastic. And I thought, let's pop him in there. So I very carefully cut him out. This is for me fussy cutting, which is something I would never have thought to do, but you know, I obviously don't have dies or punches for this. But I'm going to pop him kind of like there. Oh, I love that. That's just brilliant. Okay, there will be close-up pictures on my blog, so you can go find those. I will put the inside as well as the outside on this. Okay, so I guess what I'm sharing with you here is that you don't have to use stamped images all the time. You don't have to necessarily use things that you've got to cut with dies. And all I've done here, I think about it so far, is I've used paper. I've used paper and some glue. But I am going to do a little bit of ink. We're going to I'm going to put a birthday wish on here. And I've got my favorite, my latest favorite for words, and this is John Next Door. Remember, I'm not endorsing anything, I'm just sharing with you what I am using, but you could just as well have a birthday greeting in your stash that will work for you, and that's your favorite, like this is mine. So we're going to try and get that level without getting my head in the screen. Hey, and I'm gonna share a little thing that I saw my former Stampin' Up grandma share the other day, which I thought was really cute. So this is going to look a weeny bit lost on here. I'm not quite. I think I'm going to pop it about there. I think, or I could pop it down there. But I think it'll look either way. It's going to look a bit lost. So I could put a piece of card behind it, but that would take up even more room. So this is what Sharon shared. Get your pad and then pop your piece of card and just give it a wiggle. And if I get another piece of card, can you see it's got a nice little inked edge without it being overwhelming? So we're just going to pop that in there, and I give it a little wiggle. And I'm not pressing too hard because I'm a bit concerned that the edge of the card might damage the foam. But but giving it a wiggle just brings the ink a little bit further up. So that's another little technique. So let's Stampin' Sharon TX, I think is how Get Sharon goes. Now I've done that, I'm not so sure that, oh, maybe I'll do it. That's what we'll do, and then we don't lose any of our little guy. So we get some more of these. Yeah, if you put into your search engine Sharon Armstrong, she's lovely, she shares all sorts of things. And every Monday evening, Central Time in the States, she has a mystery stamping. I'm going to take that off or move it in a bit further, which is great, which is really great fun. So you might want to pick up on her. There we go. Yeah, that is sort of hanging over there a bit, and that's, I guess, what I wanted. But I do have some little blue embellishments just to finish it off. So here we go. We've got our little putty top thing. And I think what we'll do is we just use some little ones. And just add a few there. I think I'm done. So there we are. There's my cute little card. In fact, I'm just looking at this and maybe I'm not liking it flapping. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get two of these and I'm going to pop them on top of one another like that, because this is double. There's two, there's two sticky pads on, there's pad here and pads here, and so this needs to go and just hold that in place. Oh, that's better. I'm happy with that now. Okay, so there we are. Now, I am not going to do a close-up. The last couple of times I've done it, the camera switched itself off and I haven't been able to finish what I wanted to say. So here we go with our card, with our little guy inside. I really love it. We've just used some card, one stamps, a little bit of ink, and a few embellishments. So it doesn't use an awful lot of materials and you can use whatever's in your stash. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, perhaps you just go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Any comments, if you subscribe to my channel, I'd truly be grateful for that as well. And I'd like to thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me today. I certainly appreciate that. So until next time, bye for now.